We're Trent and Allie, and
I think Allie and I both kind of thrive in chaos.
whether we're driving around the world, building a cabin in the winter, or exploring the mountains, we are always up for an adventure. But
Today is a day where you wake up and kind of go, what have we done?
subscribe and enjoy as we welcome some friends
I think Trent had too much confidence in two Texans driving in the snow.
and take a leap of faith.
What is that? What is that? Because yesterday, we did something crazy. What's up, guys, and good morning. I'm just starting the morning off right with some coffee and a delicious cookie. Also, this is my favorite mug that my father-in-law gave me. It says, if Valerie can't fix it, then we're all screwed. And today is a day where you wake up and kind of go, oh my gosh, what have we done? Because yesterday, we did something crazy.
We're on our way home from our weekend getaway to Moab, and we've been talking about something pretty seriously for the last few months. We've only alluded to it very briefly in the videos, but today we're taking a pretty serious step.
We're just going to look. We've been talking about making an addition to the family for probably a few weeks now. Probably a few months, but in the last few weeks it's been a little bit more serious, and then like the last week it's been like really serious, and today we've found a prospect. We're going to check her out.
Adding a puppy into our family is something we've talked about for a very long time because we take it pretty seriously. I just want to make sure that if we do get a dog, we're like in the right space for it, we can care for it properly, train it properly, and the breeds that we're looking at require a lot of training and a lot of attention, which I'm excited about because I think it will fit into our lifestyle, but I'm nervous because I don't know, I just don't want Frank to feel like overshadowed. I love Frank.
We know this is just gonna shake things up.
I know.
We know that like a puppy right now is gonna make things crazy, and that's fine. I think Allie and I both kind of thrive in chaos, so
Yeah, it's true.
we're well aware of what we're getting into, and we're excited. We're going to meet the puppy and the litter and both parents at a park.
Oh my gosh. Hi, how are ya? Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello. Oh my gosh, what a cutie.
She's really not
I still remember the day that you came. You were so little. For me, it's just a day.
She's pretty big.
Yeah.
What do you think? 80 pounds.
Oh, that sounds like
That's a big dog.
But I think a slender 80,
Yeah.
like a strong slender, not like a big thick.
Right, right. She's pretty cute.
Faster than me. So if you're worried that a chance will pass you by,
You want to come home with us?
if you're standing on what's the worst thing that could happen if you tried? Well, you
This is
might
the puppy that we came to look at. And then there's these other two black puppies that are also really cute. They're all cute in different ways, and we're just trying to kind of like identify their temperaments and how they react.
Oh, there's her kisses. Good girl. Good girl. Basically, we have a really tough decision to make.
So, everybody, meet Lika. She's a little vocal right now. You a good girl.
Oh my goodness.
You a good girl. She's about 10 weeks old, and she's a German Shepherd Malinois mix.
Lika.
She doesn't understand what it takes to film a video yet. She is really sweet and really adorable, and Frank does not approve, unfortunately.
You have a sister. You've never had a sister. What do you think?
We're hoping to persuade him with time, but as of right now, they are arch nemesis.
It's actually super cute because Lika totally loves Frank and wants to like sniff him out and play with him. And at the beginning, Frank was totally fine with Lika. And then we took Lika back home and he realized she's not going anywhere. And now he's like, what have you done? She likes you.
I know a lot of you guys are going to be asking, what kind of a name is Lika? And the way that we came up with it was that I think I actually was reading up on names and I mispronounced the name Leaky as Lika, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool sounding name. So we decided that that would be a really cool name, and after the fact, we found out that Lika actually means wolf in ancient Greek. So if you're an ancient Greek and you can verify that, that's what Google told us, so we don't actually know. But Lika is her name. Today is the first day that we've been back from vacation when we went to Moab, if you guys caught our last video. And we should be working on the house, but we decided we're gonna take today off as Lika's first day here and help get her introduced to Frank and the trailer and just everything. Frank, be nice. Hey, Lika. Come.
He's like, this is scary.
Good girl. Good girl. Come on.
You're so good.
Good girl.
Very nice.
Good girl.
Yay!
Good girl.
Very good. Very
girl,
good.
baby.
Good job.
Girl.
Good job. You did so good.
All right, so actively trying to teach Lika everything she needs to know in the last 5 minutes did not go super well, but we got her to go up a couple of stairs up to the landing, and she's been like sitting and laying down, and she walks with us when we walk. We haven't tried putting her on a leash yet, kind of building more trust before we like attach her to a leash and start training her with the leash. She's doing really well, and she's probably a little overloaded, so we're gonna take her back into the trailer, let her take a little bit of a nap. Hopefully Dean will be here in a few minutes.
I think Dean just got here.
Is all you needed.
Hey, Allie. What is that? What is that?
Well, I'm gonna have to pick it up.
Oh my gosh. I love the dead weight.
Hey, little girl. So we're having a minor issue with our HRV, and that stands for heat recovery ventilator.
Yes.
And Dean, the expert of all things HVAC, has come back to save us because I'm sure we could figure it out. Let's be honest. I'm sure Trent could figure it out himself, but it'll just be a much faster, more seamless procedure if Dean does it.
This will be less trial and error. I would just be like sticking wires in different slots and seeing what it does, and
Maybe breaking
I think
it.
Dean probably has a better idea of what the wires do and what they should do, so he came to help us out.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long till I'm back at the farm. I'm pulling up the truck down at the dock. It's time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday, George.
A little bit of a nightmare here. Dean did a great job of installing this. It's a very confusing thing to have to wire up the humidifier and the HRV and all these things into one thermostat and all downstairs, and we think maybe something's in the wrong spot, but give them a few minutes. I think they're gonna get it figured out, and then I think we're just gonna rewire the connections from the thermostat to the furnace and the HRV, and that should fix it.
Cool. We did it.
Dean did it.
Dean!
And
Caleb, you guys, thank you so much. What was wrong?
I don't know.
Oh, nobody knows.
The Ecobee and the Fantech HRV are not friends.
I think Dean incorrectly wired everything because he really wanted an excuse to come back and hang out with us.
Now we're trying to solve the problem of getting the HRV to turn on and off when you turn on and off the fart fans and the extraction fan above the stove. And it's proving to be a little more difficult. These guys are gonna figure it out, and they're gonna come back on a different day.
How much you want to bet Dean comes back with his own puppy?
Yeah, right. Looks like it. It's just like,
What, you don't want a
on.
puppy? But I think probably for the rest of the day, Allie and I are gonna just kick back and enjoy some puppy cuddles. And we'll see you guys in the morning. So even though I am sleep deprived and I'm probably vulnerable to getting sick right now, I have a secret weapon, and it is Beekeepers Naturals and their new Bee Soothed Honey Lozenges. These things are absolutely delicious, and they help with a sore throat or a tickle or anything like that.
Beekeepers Naturals is reinventing the conventional medicine cabinet with clean, cutting-edge remedies that actually work.
Beekeepers Naturals uses a secret ingredient, and it's called propolis. Now, propolis is literally the cornerstone of all of these products, and it is amazing.
Now more than ever, we want to be proactive and stay armed with clean, chemical-free products that support our immune system and overall health.
Their products are bee-powered and backed by science, and so you know that this stuff is gonna work. It's been proven in a lab, and it's always delicious. So if you're interested in trying Beekeepers Naturals' new Bee Soothed Honey Lozenges, they are absolutely delicious, and I guarantee you will love them. Click the link in our description and you'll actually get a free bonus gift with your first order. Thanks again to Beekeepers Naturals for sponsoring today's video. Now we are gonna get back to tending to our new puppy.
Well, Lika's second night was a success, I would say. She's getting used to the crate, she's getting used to sleeping with us. My biggest concern though, honestly, is Frank Dog. He's our #1 boy, and I want to make sure he knows that. So I'm getting in my Frank cuddles this morning because these are still very special to me.
Are you happy or do you hate your sister?
It's funny because he definitely goes back and forth. Like there's times when he like kind of plays with her and look like they're excited, especially when they're running around outside, and then we come inside and he sees her next to his bone and he's like, that's it. The coffee is almost done. We're gonna pour ourselves a cup of joe, sit back and relax, and then Brandon will be here in a few minutes. We're gonna start doing some electrical stuff today, and then we've got some special friends that are actually coming to visit us.
We've been talking about this breed or similar breeds to what Lika is for a long time, basically since Christmas. And we've done a lot of research on the intensity and the work drive that comes with these breeds. So we've known from the beginning that she's gonna take a lot of work. Besides all of the regular commands like sit, lay down, stay, come, which we're already working on, and she's not mastered, but she's pretty proficient at already. Socialization is a really big deal for this breed, and we want to make sure we do it right, we do it intentionally. So yesterday we took her to Home Depot for the first time, walked her around on a leash, had a bunch of training treats with us, and she did great. As long as we continue to socialize her properly and consistently train her with a lot of positive reinforcement, I have no doubt she'll turn into almost as good a dog as Frank is. Right, buddy? You're the best. Everybody knows you're the best. Oh, yes, you're a good boy. Good morning.
Hey.
Morning.
Oh, new puppy.
Say hello to Lika.
What's up, Frank? What do you think?
Well, I'm sure all of us would be content to just sit around and play with Lika all day because puppies are just fun like that, but we do have to get to work. And I know a couple videos ago I said that the plumbing was done, but a special part showed up, and so I've got to put that part in. We're gonna knock that out really quick, and then we're gonna move on to some electrical stuff. You know what? I know you guys expected me to have all the parts that I needed,
Are you kidding me?
but there's little white rings that go on the end of the pipes, and that temperature sensing valve needs 2 3/4 inch rings. We only have one left.
Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna install that at a different time. We're gonna go upstairs and start working on installing our shower mixer.
Oh, cool.
Because that needs to be done, I'm pretty sure, for Ruffin. And now we've actually got to do some soldering. All right, this is a big moment. I have not wanted, or I've wanted not to have to solder anything on this house because soldering is just one of those things where if it's not done like perfectly, it can leak, and we don't want it to leak. This is one of the ultimate tests.
No.
I would say the first one of these did not turn out so well. The second one I need to redo because I messed it up. The third one was like almost perfect. It looked really, really good. The fourth one also, I think, made a really nice bead and took really nicely, and I think it's going to be pretty perfect as well. The only problem is that like these nipples right here that go onto the ends of the shower mixer, I don't have any spares. We're gonna redo one of them. It was really ugly and it probably would have worked, but I'll sleep better at night knowing that I'm not gonna have to retile the roof in my bathroom because this fitting leaked.
We got Lika like 3 days ago now, so there's been 72 hours-ish of adjusting, and there's a long way to go, but it's unbelievable to see Frank's transformation from totally indifferent to, oh my gosh, why is this thing still here? Get this out of my house, to slightly tolerant, and now he's like comforting her when she cries and letting her share his bed. They were cuddling together in the dog bed. It's pretty adorable. Frank has definitely got a little bit of only child syndrome, so we knew this would be a big adjustment for him. But if this is what changes in just 72 hours, I'm very excited to see their relationship grow together. You have a little sister. Good boy.
Today is a 3 cups of coffee kind of day.
I forgot to mention we were up at 2:30 to take Lika out to the bathroom, so she slept pretty much through the night, but...
The first night, she slept like a rock till like 8 a.m. and I was like, this is awesome. This is gonna be great. Last night at 2:21, she decided she wants to get up and play and do stuff. And I was like, what do you think you're doing?
Even Frank was like,
So I was
no.
like, all right, I'll take her outside really fast. I go out, it's dumping snow. So I'm like, wonderful. So I take her out there. She tries to attack Frank. He gives her the business, and then, you know, that was that.
We've done this before with Frank. We've done this before with multiple puppies in our previous lives before we got together. So we know the drill. We know this is temporary, and we're prepared for it, but it still definitely justifies that extra cup of coffee.
Things are turning around. I've got all 4 fittings on here. We're gonna get the shower valve mounted, and then we're gonna get the pipes ran to it. This is an electronic shower valve. It's gonna be mounted up in the ceiling, and then it's gonna go down to a rain shower head, and then a regular shower head that you can take off the wall. And then there's a dial that's electronic that goes on the wall where you can set the temperature. You can tell Alexa, hey, yo, Alexa, start the shower at 105 degrees. And she does it. It's really, really cool. I'm really excited to use it.
This is what happens when you let an amateur builder build his own house. He just goes so overboard with all the fun toys he can find.
It's like the price difference between having the really cool technologically advanced stuff and the basic stuff is marginal compared to what you're paying to build your house. Like, you may as well have all the cool stuff that you want, you know?
Of course.
That's
what you
how
tell
I
yourself.
convince myself, anyways. All right, so I'm drilling a couple holes up here so that we can run the lines, the hot and cold, up to the mixing valve, and then a line over to the rain head and a line to the regular head, the detachable hand guy. Just gotta drill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes. And then I can put it together and I think we're done. We're just a few parts short. So I think we're gonna wrap up the plumbing here in just a minute and maybe move on to some electrical and see what parts we're short in the electrical department.
We have some friends that are coming up this afternoon that are in a van, and it's a 4x4 van. It could hypothetically make it up here when the roads are clear, and they have chains with them, and they wanted to give it a try without assistance. We said, okay, go for it. We gave them all the instructions on how to get up here safely, and unfortunately, they're still stuck. So we're jumping in the truck right now. We need to go on a little rescue mission.
Now, our friend Henry, he's in a 4x4 Sprinter van, and he has a buddy with him, and they're actually coming up here because they're filming a documentary, and they're coming up here to interview Allie and I for the documentary, and there's one pretty gnarly corner on the way up to our house, and they're stuck at it. I was like, text me when you're on your way up. Like, text me when you get off the exit and you start heading up the canyon, and if you need help, we'll come and help you. And after like 5 minutes, he said, and we need help. Oh, they're sideways.
Oh no.
What's up, dude?
I think this is more you. Oh God.
You look great.
More user.
Oh, good.
You want me to try
nice.
and drive it?
I think probably.
Well, I'll try and get it around this corner. And if you can't get it up right here, then you might not want to go all the way.
I wasn't expecting to be on your YouTube channel.
So this is our good friend Henry. He's awesome. He's another van life guy, and he's actually the creator and founder of Moonfab.
Co-founder
of Moonfab, the incredible awning that we use on the side of our van, and Terry. And he's brought up his really cool van, and Trent's gonna see if he can drive it up around this corner because it's a pretty steep curve right here. We'll see what happens.
I think Trent had too much confidence in 2 Texans driving in the snow. This is definitely a situation where this is more user error than vehicle error.
Oh man.
You want to turn around and take it back to the bottom and we can just jump in the truck?
I mean, I'm shook.
You should.
That's how I feel.
You should go down now. It gets way worse.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll take it back to the bottom.
It's super fun to have friends come up and visit us, and we're really excited to have Henry and Richard here today, but I think we kind of just get used to the roads, and our baseline for what is a bad road day has changed a lot since we've moved up here. So when we were talking to them, we're like, yeah, the roads are okay today, like it's totally fine, come on up. And then we connect with them down here where they're stuck, and they're like, this is terrible, you guys. And we're like, you know, probably is a little bit worse for people that don't do this all the time, and we're just used to it by now. We got everything? We got everybody? We made it.
Good, and like, and knowing the road makes a real difference because of
We got a camera here, we got a camera behind you. I just am a little overwhelmed. Guys, good work on this.
Get out of bed like this.
What do you have for me today, Will? What do you want me to do? Should I just stand here like this?
Yes.
So this is Henry, he works for HBO. He's actually one of the creators and owners of the Moonshade, or Moonfab is the company that makes the Moonshade. You guys have seen us talk about it a lot. And they're actually doing a documentary called On the Road, which is basically about all the people that use the Moonshade and live in the van. And Allie and I have been using the Moonshade. They make an awesome product, and they were just here doing a little bit of filming of us. Normally we put the camera on us, but they were putting the camera on us today, which was a little bit out of the ordinary, but we had a good time.
What am I supposed to do? When you're talking, am I just supposed to stand here like this? Like, how do you guys?
Well, it's not a TV show, so it doesn't matter how you act. You just gotta be yourself.
Just gotta be yourself. All right, cool.
That's like the most pressure you can put on anybody, is like, hey, yo, just act normal.
Yeah, I know.
And then they're like, shoot,
I'm
what's normal?
I'm literally just standing here being like, how do I stand usually?
No, you're doing great.
All right, cool.
Henry is used to filming documentaries, and obviously we're just vlogging. I got a mouthful of food. We're walking him around our house and giving him a tour.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Okay. We're gonna put the can lights in this room. If we were to evenly space them out, they like run into the rafters, which is like really frustrating. So I think we're gonna do like the ones on the outsides are gonna be like a lot wider, and then these two are gonna be narrower, and then the ceiling fans are gonna go in the middle. All right, so this is 12-3, or actually this is 12-2 wire. That's a 12 gauge wire with 2 conductors and a ground. This is Romex cable. You have to use 12 gauge because all of the circuits in the kitchen have to be 20 amp. In order to be 20 amp, you have to use 12 gauge. So it's a little bit more robust and a little bit more of a pain in the butt to work with than 14 gauge, but this is what we're running today.
Here's the step stool that you needed.
Oh, is that heavy?
It's 100 pounds.
Well, the day kind of got away from us. We were here with our friend Henry and Richard, and they were filming this documentary that I was telling you guys about earlier. And we did a little bit of filming with them. We filmed a little bit with our van, and then we went to dinner, and we just lost track of time. Now we've gotten back, it's late. Lika's probably been sleeping this entire time, so she's gonna wake up in the middle of the night, so tomorrow we're not gonna have any sleep.
I forgot how much work having a puppy is. But she's super cute, so it's gonna be worth it, right?
Frank was actually like the easiest puppy ever, so we got spoiled, but I guess Lika just has to make up for that.
She's got some sass, but it's nothing we can't handle.
I'm really excited to take on this challenge, and like I said, I think Frank is less excited, but he's getting more excited as each day goes on, and sure. I know Allie's thrilled as well.
I am.
If you guys think it was a good idea for us to get Lika, go ahead and let us know in the comments. Also, if you think it was a terrible idea, we'd love to hear your opinion as well. If you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thanks again to Beekeepers Naturals for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in our description to check them out.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios!
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain. Beauty in the mundane.